Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca, for those of you who are brand new. So thank you all, first and foremost, for the likes, love, and support. I can't tell you how much I truly appreciate it. It makes me smile. Second, this is a time of healing. And in this time of healing, I want, or at least I'm asking, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, right? I'm just putting it out to the universe that we all take a look at what it is that we want to take into the future with us. Since we've hit this giant reset button, I think it's a good time to really consider what is important to us and what we're going to take with us when this is all over. Okay, that being said, with no further ado, let's pull some cards. I'm going to pull a white light oracle card for you. These messages are a little long. If you don't want to listen to me read for the next 3 or 4 minutes, please just fast forward to the regular reading. What is the message for my amazing Geminis? What is the message for my amazing Geminis? Sometimes these cards just feel way too big. What is the message for my Geminis? It is the sun of 417 hertz. Number 16, which breaks down to a 7. Sevens are about good fortune, divine understanding. You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. Our sun is a self-luminous being. It does not reflect light or energy from other sources, but rather generates its own light. It is quite literally an enlightened being. The sun is our spiritual mentor, teaching us how to be spiritually self-reliant when we cannot find support or guidance externally and need to go it alone for a time. Such phases can be difficult, but they are temporary, and inner spiritual strength is built during such times. Sometimes we don't realize our own strength until circumstances force us to find out. Connecting to one's own inner light is a precious and empowering gift. It allows you to feel spiritually held from within. Once you have established such an inner connection, you are unlikely to give your power away again, less prone to being manipulated, and more likely to live in harmony with your soul values rather than the typically soul-denying properties of mass consciousness. As your soul connects to the inner sun, your relationship to the light heals. It is not seen as separate. Instead, the soul begins to recognize the light as a constant inner reality that can be relied on for sanctuary. As the soul recognizes itself as the higher self, a being of light, the fears of the mind no longer dominate the heart as they used to. The inner light encourages the heart to depend upon its wisdom, to live as though the light was more real than the darkness of doubt and worry. The soul turns within, begins to tap into its own potential, and in doing so, gains further self-confidence, spiritual empowerment, and loving presence. If you are criticized, misunderstood, or disrespected by those around you, rely upon your inner connection to the light to see you through such dark times. You can commune with your inner light in private without needing to explain, justify, or even speak of it to anyone. Your inner light shall continue to shine bright, no matter what is happening around you. The frequency of 417 Hz is a spiritual truth serum. It undoes false perceptions and dismantles circumstances and situations that are not meant for the soul. When a challenging situation is helping the soul to grow, this frequency will help you understand how to work through it in a soul-centered way, staying connected to the light within. If a situation, such as a toxic relationship, is creating a barrier between the soul and the light, weakening its ability to evolve and causing it to become stuck in trauma and negative patterns, this frequency will dismantle the negative circumstances. You always have free will, but your capacity to exercise that free will in a self-loving way will become more available to you. The 417 Hz frequency facilitates a healing shift into the vibration of the higher self. Your authentic life path is directed by your higher self. As it is unique, there is no use comparing your path to any other in order to determine its validity and value. Your true life path may lead you away from the familiar, directly into worlds unknown. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, wondrous awakening can take place. There is a feeling of closeness and connection to the sacred. This frequency helps wipe away experiences of alienation and reestablish a deep and loving connection with the universe. It cleanses traumatic experiences and memories and any malignant habits formed as a consequence of past pain to allow the soul to experience true kindness, compassion, and love for self and others. In this oracle, it signifies that no matter what's happening in your life, you've got this. That is a strong spiritual message. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into the reading, shall we? In your recent past, we have the 9 of Cups. A wish granted. What is the present situation? The King of Pentacles. You might be dealing with a Taurus. What is your blockage? We have the Devil. What is the message from Spirit? The 8 of Pentacles. Is her there's work to be done. And what is the potential outcome? The 7 of Cups. Options. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So what is fair? Right? The 6 of Pentacles talks about what you're willing to accept, what you're taking on. It speaks about balance. In this particular card, it's a very wealthy lady giving money to poor people. So, but I find it interesting because in this card, the only one that actually looks happy or can see the angel is the one that's actually not receiving anything. Okay, so let's look at this 9 of Cups. Let's look at this 9 of Cups. We have the King of Cups. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the 3 of Cups in reverse. So some of you might be dealing with a water sign, or we also have Pisces, in particular as far as water signs go. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there might have been something here that you didn't see the stability in. there's an emotional stability, potentially in this isolation, or letting go of some sort of community. That you moved through, you got unstuck from something. Now this is a lot of cups, and so cups talk about emotions. So, you know, there was a wish here that brought in emotional stability, or someone who is emotionally stable. So let's look at this King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's some stuck, stubborn energy. Let's clarify. It's King of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups in the upright, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So there's some, in reverse, there's some sort of clarity and overcoming of fears here. But there's something that is kind of stuck. And I feel like it's a creative, there feels like there wasn't a creative, there is no passion for something, but there's a lot of love for it. This may not be moving in the direction that you want it to. But that doesn't change how you feel about it. It may not be moving at all. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. It's not moving at all. All right. Let's look at this Devil card. Right? It's the Devil, the blockage. This is fear. This is toxicity. This is being bonded to something that is a negative aspect. This can be the shadow. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. We have one more. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Well, that's a lot of sixes. There's almost like this fear of something. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. I don't know who this is for, but this almost feels like you're trying to replace emotions with material things. So, you know, love equals money. And I don't know who that's for, but that's a very toxic view of it. Love doesn't equal money. There might be some sort of financial offer here that is triggering something from your past. It could be someone from your past altogether. That feels like a victory. But the truth is this is just fear. Right? That this offer is actually not enough. This is almost like someone is offering a gift when what they should be offering is an apology. And that they're trying to sweep it under the rug. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. There's some attention to detail here. What is the message from Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. Let's pull all those cards away. And the Chariot in reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess in the upright. So there is an intuition here. There's a knowing. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. But there is some need to work together and to let go of control. There's also a sense of needing to be able to rely upon yourself in this. And understanding that when you're in a partnership with someone, you don't have complete and total control over everything that's happening. And if you're going to nitpick at every little tiny detail, it won't be fulfilling. It won't be victorious. There will not be a winner. Not that there is a winner, but there's something here that you know it deep within your heart. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. This is illusion. It's options. We have the King of Swords. The Lovers. Three of Swords and the High Priestess in reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. So there's a decision here. You may be listening to a lawyer or a judge or someone like that has a lot of information. Usually I see the King of Swords as like a doctor, a surgeon, someone with a lot of higher learning. The Lovers represents a decision. Are you going to come together with this lover? Are you not going to? But ultimately, it's going to lead to heartache by looking at these options. And the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. So there is there's a foundation here that is going to be removed if you stay on the course that you're on. The High Priestess in reverse just means that you're not listening to your gut. You're not hearing that. It could be that there's a secret coming out as well. So I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Thank you. The Beloved, number 5, that talks about Fives talk about change. What is the final message? Okay, we'll take them both. You have number 40, Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. And Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide, number 10. If you add 40 and 10, you get 50, which is another 5. The bottom of the deck we have Moth Spirit, surrender now. Okay, so we'll start with Mouse Spirit. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, "This doesn't feel right." Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you're too readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be important and may be more important and powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. The protection message. Are you too caught up in details, micromanaging others and stressing out because you want everything to be perfect? Are you procrastinating because you want every detail to be just right and losing track of time and your priorities? Mouse Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition that tells you that the detail you fear you are overlooking will only appear when you stop obsessing. Mouse Spirit will lead you to the nuances you need to notice and will diligently work to support you if you take a breath and trust that guidance will be provided. Small gestures carry great power right now, and maybe you need to take action toward discovering what is going on that you may not be seeing, or toward mending a relationship or a situation. Ask a question, do a little research, and listen for Mouse Spirit's quiet little squeak telling you, look here and attend to the detail. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hides, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So too do you have many gifts available to you. Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires, not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around. Whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support, it's all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come into a form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you seek conditions you desire. Not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good. So offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. Protection message. When Buffalo Spirit visits you with a message of protection, he is asking you to shift your thinking from poverty consciousness to one where you trust the universe will provide. Have you been falling into financial insecurity, worrying that there will not be enough money in the future? Have you been stressing and feeling sorry for yourself, worrying that because you have no romantic relationship now, you will never have one? Do you see scarcity where there is, in fact, abundance? Are you comparing yourself to others and falling short? Self-pity, entitlement, fear, and lack are all thought viruses that seduce you into darkness. Buffalo Spirit nudges you to make a gratitude list and be mindful of your thoughts at this time. Even if outer events have happened to challenge your beliefs in abundance, outer conditions are temporary. If you are suffering from the malaise of fear that you are impoverished, realize that it is only poverty of perception and perspective. Prayer, communion with your higher power, and gratitude, coupled with compassionate, selfless service, will snap you right out of it. Give to someone who has less than you. Be thankful for the tiniest things and say affirmations. Then you will remember abundance is the true nature of the world. It's an amazing message. There is a life-changing decision coming your way. Number 5. I'd like to point out that if you do not like the outcome of a reading, it's entirely up to you to change your present situation. The beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth the highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. The medicine. Be careful with romantic love, the kind of love you fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Well, Gemini, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye.